Good morning, science lovers. I'd like to update everyone on the Indiegogo campaign for the Spice Camp for summer 2016. We raised 30% of our goal in the first 24 hours, which is awesome. But we still have another 70% to raise, so please keep sharing and give what you can. Even $10, $15, $25 is a huge help to a girl near you. So when I talk about the issue of girls in science, I try to be upbeat and I try to focus on solutions rather than problems, because that's what we need is solutions. But one of my former campers had an experience the other day which reminded me of a project that I worked on a little while ago that never really went anywhere, but I thought might be interesting for folks to hear about. And this one is kind of depressing, but it's about the reality of girls and women in science. So what I did was I actually asked all the people that I knew on social media, friends, colleagues, to send me their stories of times that they had been discouraged in science. And here's just a selection of a few of the stories they told me, and one of these is mine. So I made these Postits and I had them up on my wall for a while, and it looked really cool because I had all these multicolored Postits on my wall, and people would come in and they'd be like, hey, oh, those Postits look neat. And then they'd start reading them and they'd be like, man, that's depressing. So here are a few of the Postits from women and girls that I know and their experiences in science. Every science teacher I ever had was a man. It made me wonder about the likelihood of a successful career in science as a woman. I gave up on science because I knew it would be a constant fight to be recognized. My freshman year, I wanted to take 2 science classes. My teacher said, "Why would you want to work harder? You'll just ruin your GPA." I was in marine biology in college, but coming from a poor public school in Chicago, my math skills weren't very good. My professor pulled me aside and said that my grade was actually an F, but he was giving me a D so I would never take his class again. I transferred to another university and majored in English. My science teacher in high school sexually harassed me in front of the class, and everyone laughed. I was told women could not be geologists by my professor. He said women can't do field work during that time of the month. Boys on the robotics team ignore my ideas. Then we go to competitions and the teams that win use those ideas. When people talk about boys who are good at science, they say that they're smart. When they talk about me, I'm a nerd. My teacher made fun of my disability in front of the whole science class. The men in our lab section do all of the experiments while I do the write-ups. I don't trust them to do a good job. In our physics tutorial, this man kept taking over, and my partner and I tried to do the work, but he would just give us the answers instead of letting us figure it out on our own. He acted like he was helping us, but half the time his answers were wrong. My male students think it's okay to touch me and to talk over me. 2 11-year-old boys at summer camp mansplained me. I'm a 23-year-old with a BA in biology, and I was their teacher. I'm tired of proving myself over and over again. People ask the dumbest questions in job interviews. Do I really want to move to a more advanced position? Won't I miss the hands-on work? That's just a few of my Post-it collection that I grabbed out this morning. Not fun. So I hope it motivates you to share this message and give what you can, because Spice is all about counteracting these things that happen and finding positive experiences for girls that reinforce the notion that, yes, they do belong in science. Yes, they are competent. Yes, they are welcomed, and they will be taken seriously. Thank you.